Good morning, friends. So I thought it was only fitting that we end where we started. Coffee with Chloe. Right, girl? So good morning. It is Wednesday morning, your last day of second grade. So I brought with me a few props because you guys have been invited into my home and you've invited me into your homes, and I so appreciate that. Before we start with our morning story, let's do some breathing. Everybody close your eyes. We're just gonna breathe in slow and breathe out slowly. 3 times. Ready? Good job. Again. And the last time. Hold it for a minute. Collect your thoughts. Excellent. So friends, I want you to make a promise to have a good day and hand over your heart, wishing somebody well who you did not see today or might not see today. Excellent. So some of the things that I have gotten from you over the last few months, I've read over some of your work. Connor Bacon, great poem. Friend brought me a teddy bear when he knew I was downed. Another friend sent me some soothing bath and shower things, and some fun magnets for my refrigerator. It says hope. And another friend sent me a beautiful picture with flowers twice, some wonderful artwork. And yesterday, I received a huge poster that even has Fred, the elf, in it. So that's pretty cool. So kind of fun for this unexpected year. And I'm so proud of you. I have a story for you. Last day blues. Feel it a little blue. One morning, before the Friday was the last day of school, Mrs. Hartwell took attendance. She sighed and called out our last names. "I'm gonna miss you all," she said. The kids nodded in agreement. "I'm gonna miss my friends," says Shannon. "I'm gonna miss Daisy," said Dan. "I'm gonna miss chocolate milk and pizza for lunch," said Joe. Everybody felt a little blue thinking about the last day of school. Even Daisy. That afternoon during recess, the students talked about as they hung out on the jungle gym. "Mrs. Hartwell says she's going to miss us," says Alexandra, swinging from the bar. "We should get her a present to cheer her up," says Eddie, hanging upside down by his knees. "But what should we get?" "I could give her the rest of my sandwich, my mom's bologna special," says Josh. "Or a cup of coffee, or a new pen, the kind with feathers and beads." The students thought and thought, but couldn't come up with a single idea that they all agreed on. "We'll have to do something tomorrow," Eddie assured everybody as they lined up at the drinking fountain. On Tuesday, before the Friday was the last day of school, Mrs. Hartwell read the final pages of their last read-aloud book. "I'm going to miss circle time," says Mrs. Hartwell. "I'm going to miss science," said Emily. "I'm going to miss seeing Mrs. Hartwell wear her safety goggles during science," says Jack, giggling. So before they all got sad, Mrs. Hartwell put on her safety goggles one last time, just for fun. That's funny. "We definitely need to cheer up Mrs. Hartwell," says Andy during recess. And he jumped out of the swing. Any ideas about a present? Eddie asked. Nope, they all answered back. On Wednesday, before the Friday, the last day of school, Mrs. Hartwell brought a super duper sugar cookies with extra frosting. I'm gonna miss snack time, but I can't wait for barbecues by the pool, said Jack. I'm gonna miss recess, but I can't wait to play hide and seek after dinner, says Alexandra. I'm gonna miss school, but I can't wait for summer vacation, says Josh. The class discussed their summer plans and drowned their last day blues with another round of milk and sugar cookies. Be fun to be able to bring you guys sugar cookies. I don't know whether to be happy or sad today, Andy said for a minute as they arrived on the jungle gym. Mrs. Hartwell is sad, said Olivia. She probably doesn't want the school year to end. While we were swimming, she'll be reading old lesson plans, says Walker. And while we're playing, she'll probably be trying to remember the fun times we had this year, said Dan. And when an idea zipped and zapped and zinged in Eddie's brain. I know exactly what we will do to cheer her up, says Eddie, jumping down from the jungle gym. The class agreed it was perfect. I won't be reading old lesson plans. I will be missing you. On Thursday before Friday, that was the last day of school, Eddie raised his hand right after Mrs. Hartwell started to language arts. We need some privacy, please, he said. So Mrs. Hartwell took down the bulletin boards with her back to the class. She never even peeked. Well, maybe once. On the morning of Friday, that was the last day of school, the students dashed into the classroom. They snapped open the shades. There was the very last time. They did their chores for the very last time. They fed Daisy for the very last time. As soon as the bell rang, they couldn't wait for Mrs. Hartwell to see her present for the very last time. The last day of school makes us blue. We'll miss recess, pizza, and reading too. We'll miss Daisy and cookies and friendship true. Snack time and science and learning new. We'll miss spelling bees and our test review. And the groundhogs that play peekaboo. The year's been great with a big woohoo! There are many things to miss, that's true. But mostly we will miss you. Later during recess, Eddie said, I think Mrs. Hartwell liked her present. I just hope it helps, says Margaret. Poor Mrs. Hartwell, they said as they said their last goodbyes. The teachers must hate the last day of school. And then the bell rang. Goodbye, the students called as they rushed out the door. Goodbye, said Mrs. Hartwell, calling after them. She returned to her empty classroom. It was just you and me, Daisy, she said. I'm sure gonna miss them this summer. And I can't wait for vacation. Look at all the things she's doing on vacation. It's the last day blues. So friends, check out the other video that I have. It is pretty cool. I worked on it all yesterday. And I will be seeing you at the parade. Make sure to shout and wave. Chloe, say goodbye.